without the momentum needed to reverse their fate.
If they can do it this draft, then that's amazing. That's a statement, but it is going to be very difficult. But I do have to say, if your communication is not good, if your chemistry is not good, might as well play for yourself, right? So maybe it is a good draft, just for them.
I guess, I mean, I don't mind if a team plays like a tailored draft to them, because comfort picks will end up coming through for you a lot of the time, but I don't really see the connection between these heroes.
The only way that I can see is if the Cho gets a good set, either with the Jeet Kune Do or the Way of the Dragon. They have a lot of ways to follow up, but now Zorn already having to use that flicker. And Vamos, they need to win. They need to win the game. Win the early stages of the game because they need some kind of map pressure, right? Because Zorn wants to hold the bushes. Klakun wants to be able to pull out all the arrows. So if they lose the early game, might be GG.
Pretty much. And even though they need to have an early lead, their heroes are not very good at setting that up. They are really heavily depending on Klakun or Zorn getting good sets. Otherwise, Aero Esports just kind of does whatever they want.
Now looking at the Riverside, looks like Vamos, they're trying to get some kind of set here. I kind of feel like they got to give the EXP over to Zorn because at this point, he really does need that level 4. Looks like he's not going to be getting it. Like Vamos has to slow this down. But then Ziki will get level 4 too, and that's kind of not great as well.
Yeah, that's not great either. There's only one Purify on Team Vamos too, and that's Netfresco. So Tigreal hasn't had a lot of success this season, but he might be able to if he doesn't die here. Team Vamos gonna jump on him. Sacred Hammer pushes them back. Reza comes in from the EXP lane, gets a 2-man fist crack, but First Blood goes over the Klakun. They should be able to pick up the first turtle here.
Yep, and now looks like him tries to engage with the Crimson Beacon, but Hazel is not really trying to follow up. He's just going to be farming up, just going to reset the turtle, and I feel like this is fine for Aero because he needs the farm anyways.
Jose, a little, you can see he's a little bit angry from what Netfresco did to him last game. He's the one pressuring the gold lane this time. And even though Team Vamos actually managed to pick up Ziki, if they weren't able to translate it to a turtle, and you could see that Hazel still kept his composure. He had faith that his team would be able to zone them out without him needing to be there.
Yep, Kusi now having that Hunter Strike is definitely going to make Net's life much worse. Zorn from the back, Hazel sees him. Can he actually punish anyone here?
Move flickers in, gets the stun on Zkif. 2-man implosion pulls them into the fist crack. Aero 4-4 able to dash away. Spirit of Destruction lands. Zkif gonna be traded over for smooth 1-for-1. Hazel secures the turtle. Aero 4-4. He's locked in the wall by Reza. Klakun picks up the double, but I think that is worth it.
Yeah, I can't even fault Vamos for this one because their draft is all about, hey, you gotta take care of yourself, buddy. No one's gonna help you out. So every man for himself, and Aero, if he misses the stack, he can't keep on dashing. I don't know whether he already used all of his dash or he actually missed one of the stacks, but either way, you just got to be careful, man. Aero 404, he lost game number 1. Now game number 2. If he loses game number 3, that might tank his confidence a bit.
He also dashed right into Ziki. So that's a little bit questionable. You literally just have to wait until the implosion comes out, then you have a free way in, but he jumped the gun a bit. I am seeing the inexperience of this young player starting to hit in small micro mistakes that are adding up. And Aero Esports now having a slight goal lead, but Team Vamos can still claw their way back into this. Klakun is 3-0.
I need your positivity, man. I like how you see the game and then you're like, yep, there's a chance.
It's all I got.
Yep. Feel like for Vamos and their fans, they're definitely clawing on that hope as well. Nats just trying to get as much farm as they can. At this point, Vamos should not try to just don't lose, right? Get the farm. If Zorn gets a good kick, Klakun, hey, follow up, get a kill, and then reset, right? That's it. Wait for Aero 4-4 to actually get a Holy Crystal, and then let him try to 1v2, 1v3, get a kill over to Kim, over to Kusei. Killing Hazel's not bad too.
Zorn gonna get the Way of the Dragon, kicks Kusei into the wall. Netfresco picks up the kill. All right, that's what they need.
I just noticed Kusei does not have the Purify. Brave man. Brave men.
Very brave. That bravery ends up biting him in the butt this time. This allows Team Vamos to start securing some space on the turtle, but Hazel is already here. And they're forcing them back. ZK gonna push Zorn in. Not gonna commit implosion because Reza's there. Locked him down. Hazel secures the kill on the toe.
Yep. Right now for Vamos, Nets is having a good time because he's able to get that turret for free. Kuse is trying to move around the map because he does want that stack on that Sky Piercer, but this is giving a lot of space for Nets. So even with this draft, Vamos is actually not looking that bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, actually. The gold lead is basically nothing because Aero Esports is having to move the map a lot closer together. That is one of the benefits of a comp like this. Team Vamos are largely independent, which means that they can apply pressure on the side lanes.
It hits over to Reza, but it's still fine. He's able to dash away. And right now, Aero Esports, they're going to get this top turret. Can Vamos defend this? I really don't think so. Oh, they can? Oh, I thought it would force that out a little bit.
I think Aero Esports knows themselves from Game 2 that they overcommitted a lot of time and gave leads away when they didn't need to. So they're also taking this a little safer.
So now Aero Esports, I would say Vamos is doing a good job actually controlling the map, because if you're looking at the traps that Klakun puts, already controls the top half of the map. They just need to worry about the bottom half, which I kind of feel like they need to worry about the bottom half a little bit more just because Nets is there. Unless they're really confident that there's no way that Nets is going to die to anyone at this point.
He just dashed into tower.
Yep.
Hazel is there.
Oh, he's
luckily Zorn shows up, so Hazel decides he can't engage. In fact, he's in trouble. Wave the Dragon kicks him into the Frank beats, and he tries to dash away, but no, it's a 3v1. Hazel goes down.
Yep, and now Nets gets another turret. So Vamos so far is able to get 2 turrets essentially for free. Smooth.
Gonna get lifted back. Kosei doing a lot of chunk damage, but not quite enough yet to finish off a glue.
Klakun right now is actually doing quite a good job on this Selena. Still maintaining 3-0-0. A few arrows hit, I would say important enough to make sure that Aero Esports doesn't control the map completely. Zorn hasn't moved a lot, but every single time he's there, he does make a play.
It's like they want to contest the purple. Hazel gonna iframe away from the Cho. Does manage to retry his purple buff away, but that means he doesn't have it for Turtle.
Looking at the turtle here, it doesn't look like Vamos really wants to contest for this, and I think that's fine because they don't really need the turtle if they're not thinking of fighting at all. Getting those turrets would be good because if you can control inside of the jungle, it will make it much easier for Zorn to actually flank around, get a good kick. Speaking of which, they should see that the Granger is moving up, but they still get this turret.
Zorn's already there to make sure there's no flank as well. You know, LaFell, I'm starting to see a method to the madness. If Team Vamos aren't very good at synergizing as a 5-man,
they don't have to.
Then just don't.
Everyone do your own thing. We trust you, man. Like, this is also another way of having friends, right? I just trust you to do your thing, right? Yeah. That's all we need. But now this is going to be very important here. How does Vamos fight around this lore? Because this is where they made the mistake in the previous game.
Hazel gonna be whittling the ward down. It's now at 30%. Zorn looking for a way in. Aero for a war! He steals the Lord away from Aero! Move, now stuck a little bit. Fist crack connect to Zorn. He will sacrifice his life for it, but I think that's actually really worth it. A life for an objective.
And Nats is still up top. He's still farming. Nats is treating this game like a simulation. It's just like everyone else is doing their thing. I'm doing my thing. I'm having fun. I'm going into the office. I'm clocking in. I'm doing all the paperwork. I'm getting my paycheck. And then once I have all my money, I'm going to be having fun.
This is Netsfresco in his most natural habitat. Farming, right?
Yeah.
He just doesn't need to join the fights. He only joins when he actually has the items needed. And it's working.
So now Vamos, get mid. Let the Lord do his thing down top. The mid, though, if you get that, whew, it opens up the map so much.
Aero 404 almost got killed in 1v2 there. He will be able to escape. Team Vamos should get at least 1 tower from this, surely.
Zorn's looking for an angle.
They don't.
People there. Kuse is not using the Purify, so he cannot really move up that aggressively. Like, he has to wait for Zorn. But the thing is, there's so many things that you kind of have to purify out of that you don't have to purify for, right? You got to worry about the Cho, and you got to worry about that Selena as well.
Yeah, it is a bit greedy of Kosei to not go for a Purify himself, so leads to a lot of confidence in not just his own abilities, but in his team to create that space. I do still feel like Vamos should have gotten at least one tower with that Lord push. I feel like they hesitated a bit too long about whether to push with the Lord or to do something else elsewhere, but they are still in control of the map.
Vamos with a better control of the map at this point. Aero, in this game, looks like they're being pressured just by, if they move up, looks like they're going to get caught. And I feel like maybe that's the psychological pressure that Vamos is putting onto them with both Clockwood as well as Zorn, making them second guess to moving. Because if they make a bad position, then they're going to get caught. And now Vamos, you asked that they want to play the macro, and they're playing the macro much better now. Like, just avoid the fight and get as much free real estate as they can.
And this is literally what I was talking about in game 2. I'm just kind of surprised that they're doing it. That doesn't usually happen.
Just don't overheat, that's it. Don't overheat and you're good. You know you can play, just don't overheat.
All right. Let's see if Team Vamos can keep their wits about them. Falcon doing a very good job of just threatening Aero the whole time. And I mentioned how Tigreal hasn't been having a very good success rate this season. I think that trend is continuing. He is a little bit too easy to predict.
Ness does have that Purify, so even if he does get caught, he can outplay that. Lord is going to be up soon. Smooth so far hasn't had a lot of good catches. Looking at the bottom lane here, Kusei tries to get a kill onto Nets. Nets is able to survive. He should be going back into base just to, oh, never mind. He's just going to be attacking the jungle creeps to raise back his health. Now it's all about the minions here. I feel like Vamos, if they play this well, while they're doing this Lord dance, they might be able to pressure that mid.
I agree. One thing I worry about for Vamos, though, is that with how much macro they've been playing, they should launch. Oh, they found Zorn. Implosion locks him down. Kosei picks up the kill. And all of a sudden, they feel a lot safer walking up on the map.
Yep, Nets still survive. Looks like Team Vamos. Aero 4-4 wants a 1v1.
I don't know if he intended to use the Cyclone Eye that way. That's a bit of a waste. He actually might have killed Hazel.
Yep, especially because now the CEO does not have magic resistance. It's going to be much easier for the Joy to actually get a kill. And now Aero Esports looks like they're going to reset the lore because Nets, he doesn't have any intention of actually joining the fight. He's just going to keep on pushing.
An Abyssal Arrow being very annoying, stopping Kosei from recalling, which slows down Aero Esports' efforts to reposition themselves. Zkif and Kim still forcing Vamos to take the Lord Dance slowly, though.
Dude, at this point, Ness looks like he's going to have a baby because all he keeps doing is pushing. Shout-outs to people having babies.
It's hard.
In the next 9 months, I guess.
We understand that it's a difficult process. I think Netfresco enjoys it, though.
Yeah, because 0-0 and 3, I kind of feel like this is the KDA line that he just wants. Like, I don't need kills. I just don't want to die.
But again, what I'm worried about is, it feels like he should be richer, right? He's actually not that farmed compared to Kosei, even though he's been split pushing the map the entire time. And the net worth difference is only like 200 right now, which is basically nothing. Aero Esports have actually been keeping up in farm, even though they're the ones who have to play together.
So it looks like Nets is just waiting for that Malefic gun, for that added range. Maybe then he will join the fight, which is pretty interesting, because we can say that Nets is a 6-item power spike kind of guy. He wants to wait for 6 items and then he can go in.
He used to be a 3 or 4 item power spike kind of guy, so I'm not sure if that's an improvement.
Depends. I don't know right now. Honestly, like you said, in terms of gold, not that different. Oh, hold on.
He found Hazel! A little bit of revenge from the young rising star. And I think that's the space Vamos finally needed to actually get started on the Lord.
Yep. Now with Hazel out of the map, Vamos should be able to take this easily. But Zkif, he does have that flicker and that implosion. If he times this right, maybe they can get a win here. Maybe they can get a lot of kills and then start controlling the map again.
Looks like Aero Esports Even though they are only 4v5, they're still able to threaten Team Vamos back because Aero does still have the better teamfight compositions. Move, melts down the Zorn, misses the Jikundo, gets caught with the implosion, and executed with the killing spree. Jose flickers away from Aero 404. Smooth gonna be Kim!
Oh my god, no!
Kim steals the Lord from Vamos!
What are you
guys? Fresco not even able to kill up Reza.
No, don't go in. Don't go in. No, don't go in. There's enough mistakes, man. Dude, at this point, God is saying Aero is going to win this one. How does that happen? If you want to talk about miscommunication, what was that miscommunication, bro?
Oh,
your jungler is there. What was that?
Okay, I'm so glad we get an instant replay. We need to see what happened here.
Oh, he didn't have the red speed. Then why did you go for the low? Oh, my God.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about,
that Lord was free. That
Someone in the
Lord.
comments said, Vamos will throw this. Watch. Oh boy, that guy sees the future.
Okay, Team Vamos now on the back foot. They're fairly weak against pushing since Aero Esports can death ball. Abyssal Aero finds Kosei, but really good defensive positioning by Aero, keeping him safe. Hazel going to get melted down by Aero 404 in the mid lane again. He's not having a good time.
The kick goes over to Reza. Looks like not enough damage here. Spear of Destruction, his onto Reza. He goes in!
Fresco goes for it, gets the pin on Reza. Fizz crack, gets the punish. Wind of Nature comes out, keeps this Fresco alive, and now Aero 404 gonna be picked up. He cannot execute Kosei. Kim doing so much work.
This is a game, Staffa. Like,
this is a game of all time, LaFell.
I feel like my vocabulary is not enough for this one. And now Team Vamos, like at this point for both teams, they're trading kills. The kill score is 7-8. I didn't notice it was this close. I did not notice that this match was this close.
It really should not be this close. Vamos had a good early game lead. They were controlling the map. They really could have pressured better with their waves and their resources, because once you get into the late game, it is a lot about 5v5 depth. They're not even able to steal the buff away. It really comes down to these team fights, and Aero Esports has the better hero picks for that.
I'm just saying this, if Aero wins, Kim is the MVP. He hasn't died this game. He played all 3 games, 9 flawlessly. Kim is really showing up this play-ins. He asked Vamos to try hard, don't give an easy game. I would say game 2 and 3 is not that easy, but at the same time, I feel like Aero is just barely sweating at this point.
You could say that with him around for Aero Esports, nothing is impossible.
I've heard some very bad jokes in my time, Staffa. That was new.
Yeah?
Oh, that one. Oh.
It also was a TV show at one point.
Yes, I know. I was born. I was born that time. I think I need a medic after this.
How did that make you suffer more than the game?
That's a good question. That is a good question.
I feel like the game is worse than that, you know?
I hope most people didn't watch the last 2 days of MPLPH. Like, I hope this is their first experience so that they don't feel as bad.
Yeah, we gotta ease them into it.
Yeah. I feel like it was a mistake actually tuning in the last 2 days. Like, if this was the first, maybe I'm not that upset, you know?
And this is why I haven't been watching MPLPH. You know?
Oh, good. You actually made the right choice.
Yeah, I had to set myself up for for what was going to happen.
Yeah. Hey, shout outs to the chat. They're saying stay strong. Thank you. We are.
Thank you, chat.
We are.
We do this for you. Remember us.
Or don't. You know, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, really. We can't tell you what to do.
So now the Lord is up. This, like, I feel like the Lord is the weakest point of Vamos. And I feel like that's not even up for debate. How many times have they botched this Lord? Either by dying, either by missed flickers, either by not just securing the Lord. Like, let the game end with a split push. Let's do that, you know?
Let them.
I want this to go to game 5. Like, part of me wants this to go to game 5, part of me wants it to be a 3-0. I don't know which is which that I want right now.
I feel like Chibi is watching from the audience and being very disappointed in all the lost objectives, but then I remember he hasn't really been getting them much this season either.
Nets, just stay bot, man.
Just stay bot.
Just stay bot.
Like, you're the only reason Aero is not taking the Lord right now.
Exactly. But although it does look like Kusei will be able to protect that turret for now, Zeke just needs a good set. He just needs an amazing set because the only guy that has the Purify is Nets, and Nets is nowhere near the Lord. Right? Just get a good set, and then let Kim get a Savage.
All Aero Esports needs to do is find Nespresso. That's actually their only problem. Once they take the Moskov out, they can play the map like normal again. Whereas for Team Vamos, they just keep this up. Eventually, Aero Esports has to make a mistake.
This later stage, Kim does get that Clock of Destiny. So, something to know. Like, even if you catch the Jushin, probably not a good idea to go after her. Because when she goes below 50% HP, she will recover it back. And trust me, I play enough Jushin games. Even though she's a mage, she does feel like a tank. It takes so much for you to get rid of her.
I remember that. I played some of those games with you. I was very surprised of the multiple times that you did not die to a situation that it felt like it should have happened.
Yep. Question. We don't see a lot of sets coming in from Zekiv or Zorn, huh? We've been setting it up, but Zorn has kicked twice, and Zekiv has Implosion twice.
I want you to think back the game too.
Yeah. I'm thinking game.
What happened when these players started fights?
Oh, right. So don't.
Just don't.
Just let the other person do the thing that we don't want to do.
Yes.
And punish.
And then force us into a deadlock where neither team can do anything.
If we do this for 40 minutes, where Ness just stay bot, and then them just hitting the Lord over and over. Okay, Zorn.
They did find Zorn, but he's just slowing them down so Nespresso can push the wave. He doesn't lose immortality.
All right. Okay, this is what's gonna happen, right? Aero 404 is gonna get a solo kill onto Hazel. Oh, hold on.
Deep in trouble. He's getting melted down. Will not lose immortality. Zorn commits the wave of the dragon. Reza gonna be melted down by 2v1 up top. Aero 404 picks up the kill. Nespresso gets picked up. Hazel fights. What? Are you serious?
Nets. Oh. Bro, okay, you know what? Staffa, it's all good. It's all good, Staffa. Relax, okay? Have 100+. That will give you the energy to get through today. We have 2 best of 5s today, Staffa. Right? We got more to give, more to show. You know what? Chat, we love you. We love you, chat. You guys are like,
where did Zorn go? Wasn't he with Nets?
I think he was so low in health that he had to go away anyways. So
okay, well, Aero Esports found the one player I said they needed to find that allowed them to start working on the Lord. They do still have the Wii Wary though. Zorn is on the flank, gonna be scouted. Oh, ZK goes for the flicker, implosion misses. Zorn able to escape it. And that means Aero Esports cannot continue.
And now Nats has survived. Nats has come back to life. He will go to the bot lane. Or Staffa, do something crazy. Do something that you will not predict. Go top.
You know, actually...
Oh, no, he goes mid. He's not going bot. He's going mid. See, Staffa? See how the tides are changing now. Both Vamos and Aero, they're reading each other out. They're moving the map with pizzazz.
I don't want to read what they're reading, LaFell. It doesn't seem very interesting at this point. Looks like Aero will still contest the Lord. The wave is pushing for them bottom, so Nespresso is going to take a little bit more time to actually melt it down. They don't know Zorn is back there. Hazel.
Oh, nice. Oh, that was actually pretty cool. He was able to iframe out of the weird dragon. That
was really good timing from Hazel. And then he gets hit by an arrow.
The game is 24 minutes, by the way. It could go for another 14, which is 38 minutes. And the game state, listen to me here, will not change.
What was our longest game this season again?
I believe it's around 28 minutes.
Around 28
Around 28
We haven't had a 30-minute game yet this season.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
I think they want to change that.
Dude, how else would you open the play-ins, right? Like an intense match. You can see the Facebook post, a game with over 30 minutes, and the kill score is only 8 to 9. The macro of these both teams is out of this world.
Way of the Dragon going to find ZK. They commit on it. Smooth gets picked up. The take reel goes down. Zorn loses immortality. Flickers out to safety. Team Vamos losing ground a little bit. Purify comes out from Nespresso. And looks like that's going to be it.
Someone made a play, Staffa. There you go. Zorn made a play. And Zekif, he was the one to get punished. And now Aero, maybe he's the one that's going to be pushing.
Aero Esport still controlling the Lord. Here comes Aero 404 from behind. Electrifying beats. He misses the wall, but Kosei in trouble. Grave Destruction comes in. Hazel somehow still alive. He actually able to get away. Smooth also alive. Nespresso finishes off Kim. Reza just buying time, running away. I don't know how Kosei is actually alive, but Team Vamos have finally found the opening they need. They will get the Lord, and this is a chance for them to get a game under their belts.
It only took, I don't know, 14 minutes for them to get to this point, Staffa. But now we're looking at a game where Zekif is going to come back soon, and Kim will be coming back once the Lord spawns. So I'm going to say something crazy here, but I think that the game won't end just yet.
I feel like there's a possibility. It really depends, because Kim and Reza are both 30 seconds away from respawning. Those are like really long timers that'll allow Vamos to take the top inhibitor.
It's enough time. You gotta believe. You gotta believe there's gonna be enough time. Klokun is just throwing over those arrows. 13 seconds left for Kim to come back. Zekif does have the immortality. Hazel probably just waiting for a chance to get onto Nespresso. Nets, you just gotta survive, Nets.
Team Vamos going to take the mid inhibitor. Zekif gonna take a lot of punishment. He's fine. Grab jumps on top of him. Lord is coming back. The rest of Aero Esports will respawn. Aero 4-4 not able to jump on top of Kosei. Kim buying a lot of time, loses his immortality. Nespresso doing so much damage, and Hazel will be picked up. Killing spree for Aero.